in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
The play action fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. At that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run on their first 3 plays of the game in their own end. Run, 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 but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running.
Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run play action. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Soften him up with a run, now to throw. He's got it inside the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Reads it, fires complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. There's so much creativity with routes now and being able to just have some...
Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Looking to throw at Simmons. Fires to the right. Got him downfield.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Quick release on the RPO. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Buying some time as he moves left. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way.
Defensively, you want that quarterback moving, right? You don't want his feet set. You want him to be running to try to throw the football. Obviously, a lot harder to be accurate on the run. Left-handed quarterback rolling to his left, has to square his shoulders up. Nice job by the defense, forcing the pressure, forcing the interception.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. They go to the wide receiver screen.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. Great move. Now he's got room. Touchdown, Clemson. He got a step and just dusted the field. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 14 to Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese. And this
brings it down on the right side.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in on the left. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. He might want another play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. Try to get him going there.
To the air, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Quarterback gets the first down. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker. He's able to win up front, sees the gap, is able to beat his block and get to the QB.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. To the air, it's Simmons. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting. They had guys in position. They located the football.
Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Steps away to find some room. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see him on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. got the quick pass. At the 35, he's loose. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Why, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fellow with a nice catch.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Got his man quickly. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Back to pass. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And how many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Snap in the shotgun. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense did their job. They were able to get the interception, give the offense the ball back. Now you're set up after that run play on third down. There's a lot of pressure on you. You've got to find a way to stay on the field. You've got to find a way to score points after getting that takeaway.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure to do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Oh, they're after him. Took care of it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jamison. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Gets it out fast. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw on third. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Going with the ground game left. Gets it past the marker. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Listen, that ain't what the offense expected, but they're plenty happy about it. You just try to create a little bit of room. I don't want to throw out of my own end zone, right? Then I can create a safety. I'm worried about passing. I'm worried about the quarterback. Even if he slips, something happens. But nice job just creating some space, running the football, sprinkling them loose. I will take it. I didn't think it was going to go that far, but I'll take it.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And he didn't didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Looking for room, it's Hawkins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Breaks into the open. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good, just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quick completion on the out. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got it, looking for the first down. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
He's going for a big play downfield. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
38, Ole Miss, 14.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Quickly complete. He broke out another move. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Let's see what he can do with it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Bennett. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know.
There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Clemson jumps to the line.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. He shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 90 now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Looking to throw at Simmons. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right on the money. Shakes off the defender. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the pole.
Turning it on! Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.